What time is it? Fight!
Welcome to the MMA Podcast.
Check this out.
Get all the latest news, interviews, and stars of the MMA world. Hosted by yours, John Boy McElroy. So tune in, everyone, right here to the MMA Podcast.
Hello and welcome to the Martial Arts Chat podcast. I'm your host, John Boy McElroy, here with you on today's show, and thank you so much for listening and tuning in on Spreaker.com. And you can also catch us on our website, marchchat.wordpress.com, like us on facebook.com/martial arts chat, and of course on Twitter at martial arts chat as well. So let's get started. So following on our BAMMA 22 breakdown, I'm joined today by the main event competitor and challenger to the featherweight crown, Brendan Loughnane. Brendan's 10-1, he's a featherweight with BAMMA and a former Ultimate Fighter contestant in 2012. 2-0 in his BAMMA career and coming off a very tough victory over a Frenchman, Steve Polifonte. And Brendan, thank you so much for joining us today on Martial Arts Chat.
No problem, guys, thanks for having me.
Well, let's get right into it. We have BAMMA 22 on the September 19th card. It's going to be a packed out 3 arena in Dublin. And before we get to Tom and your title fights, what's your thoughts on fighting in a big event in Ireland? UFC, that they've announced that's their next arena for Dublin. Does arena the size of that, does that excite you?
Yeah, I'm super excited. I mean, Dublin and Ireland seem to be like the mecca of UK MMA at the minute. I mean, MMA's blown up massively over there. And, you know, I've got Irish heritage myself, so it's just a perfect place to do it.
So you can!
Awesome. You made the move down to featherweight last year, and it's come with great success. 2 wins since signing with BAMMA. How you finding the drop down to 145? Is that a division you're there to stay, I take it?
Yeah, it's never going to be easy, you know, dropping down. It's like a 24-hour day, 7 days a week thing for me.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm getting used to it now. I've done 2 cuts. I've had 1 good one, 1 bad one, so I've kind of found a happy medium now. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to making the drop and having my 3rd fight at featherweight.
That's awesome. And on to the title fight itself then, Brendan. Yourself and Tom, you've got identical records of 10-1. The French champion, he's still 22, and that's something we're seeing sort of becoming the norm with the BAMMA promotion, you know, like young, hungry fighters, again, a bit like yourself, sir. So, I guess a 2-part question. Firstly, how do you rate the featherweight champ? And secondly, how do you rate your chances against the Fire Kid?
Yeah, Tom's a great fighter, and he's been a champion for a while now. He's defended his belt a few times, and yeah, he's a good all-round fighter. I mean, I'm not going to take it away from him. It's going to be a very difficult fight, but you know, I'm very confident in my skills. I'm very confident in the skills that I've applied over the years, and especially like going out and training with Alliance and living with Dominic Cruz. And I just feel like I've hit the next level now, and I'll be looking forward to taking that belt home.
That's awesome, and we were speaking just prior to the show about the training alliance. You can check out some awesome shots on Brendan's Facebook. Looking good over there. How was the whole experience being stateside?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, got to train with some real good training partners. You know, UFC level, Bellator level, was pretty much everyone in the gym.
Awesome.
And yeah, you know, I made some good strides in my game. And like I say, I'll be looking forward to showing off some new stuff. I try and add something to my game every time that I fight, and believe that I've added a few more tricks for this one.
So if you take the BAMMA title, you're the reigning champ, and where do you go from here? Is it a lengthy title defence for yourself at BAMMA, or is it a road back to the UFC? How would you see your career going?
Let's just get that belt first before we start talking about anything else. I'm kind of not looking ahead of this belt, so September 19th we'll have a chat, and then we'll discuss all that.
Excellent. Well, just on the back of that, the UFC chat, if you don't mind, Brendan, how did you find the tough experience of back in 2012? Obviously, you yourself, you were brought in for the injured Michael Pastel. You were coming in short notice, and at 21, I imagine that was something that, well, quite a big experience for a young gentleman such as yourself.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I actually got told that I wasn't going to be on the show, and I was second reserve, and then I wasn't going to get in.
Oh, really?
And then all of a sudden, 2 weeks later, I get a call. You know, you got to fly out to Australia tomorrow. Yeah, so it was massive. No, there's a lot to deal with. Someone my age. I was young at the time and very inexperienced with my skills, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And like I say now, featherweight title, 5 fights on, not lost a round. It's time to do it properly this time.
And so that experience itself, is that something you regret, or is it all positive vibes?
Nah, of course it's all positive. I mean, I got to fight some great guys and test myself even at that young age and inexperience. So now I just believe, I've been there, I've done that. I've been in the UFC, fought on these big stages, and I had to kind of work myself back after that loss and dig through the smaller shows. But now it's time again. I'm back in the limelight, and this time I won't mess it up.
We've got 2 supreme fighters lined up.
Well, let's get to this down to this title fight then. We've seen you training, as we said, over in Alliance, mixing it in with a bit of All Powers Gym as well, I'd imagine. Who are we going to see your corner come fight night? Who have we got backing yourself?
Well, I'm going to be having my Tony Musa, coach I've had from day one, and I'm going to have Dean Amasinga. Really helps with my weight cut, dropping down to featherweight, and also really good friend and coach of mine. So I'll have them 2 in my corner come fight night. And
we're all really excited for it, Brendan. Thanks so much for your time. Just a few more questions and then I'll let you go. After signing with BAMMA, we saw a lot of campaigning online and on social media for you to get this title shot. And here you are, your wish has come true. Social media, we see you very active on Facebook and Twitter and things like that. Is that something you'll continue to use in general, being interactive with your fans and that kind of thing?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I was out there in America and doing, training with some great guys and learning some great stuff and seeing some great sites. So social media was the perfect platform to kind of let all my fans and all my friends, family, everybody know what I'm doing out there, because I was away for a little while. But also, since I've been doing that, I've just realised that, it really does keep the fans in the picture. And I do love social media as it is anyway, I like interacting with everyone. So it'll definitely be something that I'll keep doing, even out of camp.
Well, thanks so much again for your time, Brendan. Finally, if people do want to get in touch and follow your work, like you say, how the best to go and do that? Let us know. Some Twitter, some Facebook. How are they hitting you up on social media? Yeah,
it's Brendan264 on Twitter, BRENZ264 on Instagram, and just Brendan Loughnane on Facebook. And like I said, I do update them regularly and let everyone know what I'm doing training wise.
Awesome, mate. Well, thanks very much, Brendan. Best of luck again in Dublin come September 19th, and look forward to you bringing that title back to Blighty.
Thank you very much, sir, and thanks for the time.
All the best. Cheers, mate.
Take care, bud.
Well, there he is, Brendan Loughnane, BAMMA featherweight title challenger, and good luck to him come September the 19th at the BAMMA 22 card on the 3 Arena in Dublin. Should be a cracking night. As always, thanks for listening, tuning in, and keep subscribing to our channel here at Spreaker.